Hello everyone. So today I am super excited about this video. Today's video is going to be all about my music festival must-haves, and this isn't going to be style related or anything of that nature. It's going to just be all about all of the things that I found very helpful and almost, I guess, necessary whenever I attended a music festival. So I have only been to one. I went to Austin City Limits this past fall in October, and it was absolutely incredible. I am a very organized person, so I came very prepared and I found that really everything I brought I used, and it was super helpful. So I figured, why not let you guys in on all the things that I love and plan on bringing to the next festival that I'll be going to. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have to say that my number one tip is to invest in a hydro pack. So I purchased mine at Academy. They do have ones that are camelback that are more expensive, but I opted for the cheaper version, and this was just like under 20 bucks, which is super awesome, and it's cushioned and everything. My friend does have a monogram machine, so she was super kind and let me borrow it. So I do have mine embroidered, which is totally optional, but I thought, why not? And so the coolest part about this is that inside of here it has a little pouch, and you just fill it up with water. I don't know how much water it actually is, but it's quite a bit, and so you just use this and fill that up, and then you are hydrated, and it's just so easy, and you're just sweating and running around everywhere trying to get to the next stage, and you don't have to worry about taking your backpack or your purse off and finding your water bottle and making a big deal about it. All you gotta do is grab this and drink. So this is like the best thing ever, as well as storage. So I didn't have to bring any sort of purse or anything. I just have this little pouch right here, and I kept all my like cards and stuff in here. And then the bigger pouch that goes all the way down, I kept all my little like nitpicky items. And I also attached a fan, a little miniature fan right here, which I know is probably nerdy, but you know, who cares, because it saved me. Like, I was sweating so much, and the person next to me was too, but guess who had a fan? I had a fan, so it was definitely worth it. Another thing that I was not prepared for at all was flash tattoos. So I had no idea how big of a deal it would be. They didn't sell them in town whenever we were preparing to go, but we did end up getting some while we were there, but it was so overpriced. Like, let's be honest, paying $15 for a single tattoo is ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry. But afterwards, I did find some. I think I found these at Ross, and obviously they're not like the on-brand, they're off-brand version, but they're metallic tattoos, and these just look so similar to the ones that they were using, and so I picked these up. So now I am prepared and ready to go. So definitely recommend that if you don't want to spend bukus of money on tattoos that should be $2. So yeah. Another major tip that I have is to invest in some sort of portable charger. The worst thing in the world is taking a million pictures and videos and, you know, whatnot while you're there, and your phone dying and you not being able to get in touch with your group or whoever you're with, and getting lost in the thousands and thousands of people there. So this one, it's a Jockery portable charger. It has 3 charges, so usually festivals are about 3 days. So yeah, it's perfect, and I love it so much. Definitely a necessity. You can find them cheap. This one's from Amazon, but you can definitely find them pretty much everywhere now, so definitely recommend that. And along with the whole phone thing, I kind of have a short little story about that. I had a very traumatic experience. It was the first day of the festival. We had just seen Sam Smith, the best hour of my life. Like, oh my gosh, I was so excited and happy and just like flustered. Like, he was absolutely incredible, and you know, I had been drinking a ton of water, so I needed to go pee, and so I waited in line to go to the restroom in the porta potties, and you know, I did my thing, and I was getting up, pulled my shorts up, and my phone flew out of my hand. And, you know, usually it probably land on the floor, but no, it didn't land on the floor. It landed in the porta potty. So my phone died that day. There was no way you were gonna get me to stick my hand in a porta potty. And yeah, it was probably the worst event ever, like literally ever, because all my videos and photos that I had taken so far were gone. I couldn't get a hold of anyone. It was very miserable. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like it was like the end of the world. And so there was nothing that they could do about it, so my phone was forever gone. So rest in peace, iPhone 5. Definitely just leave your phone out of the porta potty. You know, it is just not your friend. So yeah. The next thing I would recommend is a pair of comfy shoes. I cannot stress this enough. Do not go for the style. Your outfit can be cute. You can wear something that's super fashionable and awesome, but do not wear shoes that you haven't worn before. Do not break in your Doc Martens that weekend. Do not break in your Converse that weekend. Wear an old pair of comfy shoes that do the job. And yeah, I mean, I just can't stress that enough. You're gonna be walking so much, like an unbelievable amount of walking. And the last thing you want is your feet to be killing you the rest of the weekend. So just bring a pair of comfy shoes. I would recommend Converse. Have these Birkenstocks that I wore, and they worked great. Anything that you know you can wear all day and it be just fine, I would recommend. So you know you do you. I didn't carry this personally, but my friend had a regular backpack, and so we just kind of split up the items that we brought. I had a lot in mine, but she really had a lot in hers since she had a little bit bigger of a backpack, and so it worked out. But I would recommend bringing any sort of small blanket. So we use our blanket so often, and I'm so glad we brought it. But really any blanket works, just a small blanket that you can roll up and fit in a backpack. She had no issues with it, and it was great. I definitely recommend a blanket. You never know what the weather is going to be like at music festivals, so you definitely want to bring a small umbrella. This one is tiny, as you can see. You can find little ones like this at Target, really anywhere, Walmart probably, for cheap, like $5 or $10. I've just had this one forever and stuck it in a backpack, and it worked. Do not think you're too cool to wear sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important. The last thing you want is to be burnt like a lobster when you're trying to enjoy a music festival. Like, hello, don't neglect the sunscreen. Definitely recommend sunscreen. Just put it on before you go. I didn't find myself touching up while I was there, but getting ready, we just like put a ton on and we felt really prepared. So I didn't burn, and definitely needed this. And you're probably gonna wear it down most likely, unless you just have some cute updo you want to do. But it's gonna be hot and you're gonna be sweating, and by the end of the night your curls are gonna fall. Definitely bring a hair tie. Just wear it on your wrist. I remember the moment, like I had my hair was so pretty and curled and whatnot, and we were going to see Zed, and it was crazy. Probably one of the coolest experiences ever, being at his show in particular. But I got so hot and my hair was ruined. So I just pulled it up because I had a rubber band on my wrist, and I was good to go. It saved my life. So definitely bring a hair tie, even bobby pins, I mean, whatever you need. Now, I did remember to bring this, and it absolutely came in handy, but you're gonna want to pack tissues. You never know if the stalls are gonna run out of toilet paper, and a lot of the times they did. So tissues definitely came in handy, even for other things like, I don't know, if you spilled something on you or blotting your face or whatever you wanted to do, but tissues will definitely come in handy. I found that I'm just super picky about this topic, but I don't like my hair to be super tangly, and during the festival with all the wind and the heat and everything, my hair just got super nappy, and so I do have this mini brush. I did have a different one that I brought with me, but regardless, a miniature brush that fits somewhere nicely, you definitely want. So, I mean, this is up to you whether you know yourself or not, but like, I recommend this my hair looked good, so there we go. You're gonna want some hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is a must. Your hands are touching so many different things and so many different people, honestly. So yeah, hand sanitizer definitely is something that I would recommend. You're also gonna wanna bring your ID and some cash. You can bring your card if you want, but it's up to you. But you cannot forget those things. Those are such a staple and important item to have because you're gonna need to buy food and you're gonna need your ID if you are wanting to drink or whatever. So definitely do not forget that. If you are super into makeup like me and you want your makeup to look good all through the night, definitely would recommend some blotting sheets. These are just the Palladio rice paper blotting sheets, but any would do. You're going to be sweaty and oily, so to touch up your makeup, if that's a must for you, definitely don't forget these. It was for me, so these were awesome. Now, you can't forget your sunnies. So these were my great-grandmother's, and aren't they so fab? I love these things so much. But any sunglasses would work. I wore my Ray-Bans probably most of the weekend, but just don't forget them because it will be most likely be very sunny, and you gotta get those sun out of your eyes. So ladies, do not forget. Do not forget. So on my little backpack I had a bandana attached just on the side, and I found that like I really didn't know what I was gonna use this for. I just kind of brought it. I don't really know, but I found myself just like taking it from, it was pretty much laying right here, and just like dabbing my face like during the festival when I was getting too hot, or like fanning myself off. I don't know, you could use this for anything. If you really wanted, you could like sit on it instead of bringing a blanket. I mean, if that's what you're into, but I mean, really it could have many uses, so why not? This could be an optional thing for sure, but I would definitely recommend a watch. I used mine so much because my phone most of the time was put away, or hashtag gone. So I didn't have a phone, and so it really came in handy for me. But even if you did have a phone, like who's gonna want to be on it the whole time? Like really, you're not. So having a watch on hand to see what time the shows are going to be starting was definitely something that came in handy for me. I wore one every single day, just so much easier. I'm a watch person though, so it depends on the person, but I loved wearing a watch, and definitely it was something that I recommend. So that is all that I have. I'm probably forgetting several things. I know I brought a few more things that were just like personal to me. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I did pretty much touch on the majority of the things that I would recommend. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this video and thought it was helpful. I know that I was looking for a video similar to this when I was preparing for my music festival. So really, whatever festival you're going to, Lollapalooza, Coachella, Bonnaroo, Austin City Limits, I mean really whatever it is, big or small, just these items helped me, so maybe they'll help you. And if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Be really appreciated. And if you'd like to stick around, please do push that subscribe button below. And I look forward to seeing y'all very soon. Bye.